Hello, my collective. Let's go ahead and see what this July 10th full moon is kind of bringing in for us. As always, this is a collective message, so take it as it resonates to you and your situation. If you'd like to book a personal with me, the link to that will be in the description box below. So let's go ahead and pull some cards. This is going to be a full moon in Capricorn, which is going to really kind of push you to connect in with your inner self, really find what empowers you, kind of let go of what is no longer fulfilling you. So let's go ahead and kind of see what is coming forward for my collective with this July 10th full moon. What is coming forward for my collective? We're going to pull 3 cards for my collective. What is coming forward with this full moon? And since this is a soul type of moon, we're going to go ahead and pull some soul cards as well. So we have, oh wow, we have soul searching coming forward. And I was like, I want to pull some soul cards. We have shadow coming forward, and then we also have routine coming forward. Okay, with this full moon, okay, you might notice whether you're already feeling that energy now, you've kind of been in that energy, or you're going to kind of move into this energy. I really do feel it's like what is no longer serving you. This can be energetically, this can be mentally, this can be physically. I feel like we're letting go of some things. With this shadow coming forward, I feel like it's like we're letting go of the negative, okay? We are really looking for what our soul is looking for. We're really looking into our soul. What is your soul looking for in this lifetime as far as mentally, emotionally, physically, financially? And I feel like this could be where it's time for you to start building a routine for yourself as well. What does that look like for you? Let's go ahead and pull 3 of these soul oracles as well. I just like pulling, I feel like with that coming forward and the soul coming out instantly, I feel like there's a reason I was feeling that. Let's go ahead and see. So we had 3 just want to fall on out. So we have forgiveness, we have secrets, and we have karmic messages. Okay. When it comes into certain things, okay, I do feel like it is time to have some forgiveness when it comes into situations, when it comes into certain things. If you are asking, and I feel like this could go in with like a certain person, this can go into like certain things where like maybe life wasn't fair in some way, shape, or form. I do feel like there's a sense of forgiveness and that goes different for everybody. But I feel like it's time to let go of what's no longer serving you. And with this forgiveness, right, we don't have to forgive the person. We don't have to forgive the situation as far as like, I want to be their friend again. I want to talk to them again. I would go through this again. Because no, but I'm letting this go for me, not for you. I need to let this go. Now, I definitely feel for some of you, it is time to forgive. This could be a friend. This could be a family member. This could be certain things. And now, forgiveness is hard, right? Because depending on what you've gone through, like it can be really hard, but I do feel like your main message here is like, it's time to let this go because it doesn't serve you. Holding on to this is not meant for you. It is not fair to you to hold on to this any longer. I feel when it comes into the secrets, right? We may not understand certain things that happen in this lifetime, but you will eventually. And I feel like that could be like certain things that you've gone through, certain things. And this, I don't feel like it's like you're here meant to figure this out in the physical. I feel like this is more the non-physical, like you're doing some shadow work in some way, shape, or form, and you may not understand them at this exact moment. Eventually, one day you will, but I don't feel like that's here in the physical. It's when you return into source, you'll understand why I had to go through certain experiences, why things went the certain ways that they did, okay? I really feel like it's like you're balancing a lot, or you were here to teach somebody. Now, does that mean that it's easy? No, absolutely not. I'm going to be the first to say, especially when you go through certain things. Like I've been through some things where it's like those things shouldn't have happened. But here's the thing, letting go of them is allowing myself to heal. I'm not carrying those rocks in my bag because those were somebody else's issues that they tried to force upon me. And absolutely not. I'm not going to let this hold me back, right? This could have affected my past, but it's not going to affect my future. I'll tell you that much. And that's kind of what I feel here for you is like, don't allow this to affect something going forward. And I feel you're really kind of coming into that understanding here for this full moon. So you could be kind of triggered. You could be going through certain energies right now, but I feel like this is more of to let it go, not to hold on to it any longer. Let's pull one piece of advice for this full moon. One piece of advice. All right, yeah, I love the way that Spirit works because we have fresh start, okay? And I feel when it comes into this, whatever has happened in the past, it is no longer meant for you to carry on. You do not need to carry this energy any longer because it is not something that you were meant to hold. It is not something that you were meant. I feel like this is either a lesson that you had to teach somebody else. And again, it's not for you to understand in this lifetime. So for some of you, for some of my collective, there could have been some very heavy crap that you went through. I'm just going to be honest. And I, you know, it's really hard to say, to let it go, to forgive, to move on, but it's only harming you to hold on to this. It wasn't fair. I'm going to be honest with you. I could feel like it's not fair, but it's not fair for it to affect your future any longer. You don't understand that in this lifetime, and I don't think you will understand this in this lifetime because I feel like this has to do with like something that's in the non-physical, okay? Where it was like you were here to teach a lesson. There was here to have energy balance, whatever this might be. But it's like it's time to let it go because it no longer serves you. It is not meant to serve you, whatever happened to you. Let's go ahead and pull 4 more cards. Let's pull 4 cards for my collective. What is this full moon bringing in for my collective? What is this full moon bringing in for my collective? We're going to pull 4 cards. All right, so we have this King of Pentacles. We have the moon, and again, that's coming over secrets. There's some things that I probably, Spirit's not going to reveal in this message. We have the Tower. All right, let's pull 4 clarifying cards. What's coming forward for my collective for this full moon? July 10th full moon. What is this bringing forward for my collective? Queen of Pentacles. We're going to pull 2 more cards. What is this bringing forward for my collective? 2 more cards. We have the Sun, and we have the 9 of Wands. Okay. My collective, I genuinely feel like whatever this is, I feel like you're really moving through some things because it's time for you to feel more stable. Okay? It's time for you to be in a more stable, comfortable type of energy with this King of Pentacles, this King of Wands. I feel like this is more of stable type of energy where it's like it's time to take a stance back, like where it's like I'm taking my life back. I'm taking my power back, I guess would be a better word for it. And I guess that makes sense, right? Because this is the Capricorn full moon where it's all about empowerment. What is no longer serving you, you're letting go of. And I genuinely feel like that with this moon. You could have already been feeling this energy long before the moon was coming, right? Whereas like within the last few weeks, and it's like this is going to go into full force on the 10th. I really feel when it comes into this, Spirit is saying to you, I feel like there's a sense where it's like it's time to let go of these burdens. It's time to let go of some energies. It's time for you to be free. And I was just going to pull 2 clarifying cards, and you have the World and we have the King of Cups. I feel like it's time to let some things go. You've completed a chapter, and that's okay. Let's go ahead and just pull some oracles. I just want to pull 3 oracles for my collective for this full moon. 3 oracle cards for this full moon for my collective. And you know what? I am going to pull some soul animals. Now you could be either really connected in with these animals. Wow. We have Purge coming forward. We have Vulnerable coming forward. And let's get one more. It's a big time to do some release. I'm going to be honest. Like, it is a big time to do release. Why? Because you're very guarded from certain things. You're very guarded. And that's okay. Collective that is watching this, I feel like you've gone through some crap. It doesn't mean that it was fair, but it's time to let it go. It's time to walk away from that. It's time for you to be able to be vulnerable in a good way. Like, I feel like you're very blocked. This could be your heart chakra, blocked heart chakra. because of what you've gone through, right? We notice a blockage when something's been damaged. And so this could definitely be your heart chakra. All right. We have separation and love coming forward. Okay. This could be where you've dealt with some hurt. You've dealt with some heartbreak in some way, shape, or form. You feel very guarded from this. Maybe this could be a relationship. I'm just going to say this could be a relationship. Yeah, with renewal. I'm just going to say for some of my collective, this could be where it's like it's time to let go of a relationship, some way, shape, or form. For some of you, this could be where it's like you've dealt with some really negative things when it comes into relationships, and it's like you still hold on to a lot of that, and so a lot of it is being re-triggered, but I don't feel like, and again, take it as it resonates with you, because I feel like this goes very two ways, where it's like either it's time to end something, or it's like stop being so worried about it because you've been damaged in the past. You're very worried about a relationship. Maybe you're very worried about a job, but that could be coming out here where it's like either it's time to let go of a relationship, it's time to let go of something, or this is where it's like you need to release and forgive. I know that there's been damage. I know that you've been done dirty in the past, but that's not where you're at anymore. It's time to let it go. It's time for fresh starts. You have fresh starts coming through twice. And so I do feel like it's time for a fresh start in some way, shape, or form. I'm going to pull some animal oracle for you. Now, this animal could like stand out to you. This could be a sign, a synchronicity with spirit. Or this can just be to, I'm going to read it as the way of the tarot as well. Okay, so I'm going to read it as the oracle. So we're going to pull 3 of these for this full moon. 3 of these because they're soul more per se. We have the wasp. We have anger. It's time to release some anger. Renewal. You have renewal coming through twice. And we have the whale. Yeah. You've gone through some things. That's clear as day. I'm just going to pull, like, how is this situation going to end? What is the outcome for this? You've clearly gone through some things when it comes into this collective. That's no lie. I can see that here. Okay, like there's a reason you're feeling guarded. There's a reason that you hold on to this anger, this hurt. Okay, but it's time to release it because it's like it's only made you guarded. It's only held you back from certain things. Let's pull 3 cards. How is this outcome going to come out for my collective? Ooh, I love that. We have the 9 of Cups. We have the 8 of Pentacles, and we have the 9 of Wands. Okay, it might feel like a struggle right now. I'm just going to pull 1 clarifying card, but I feel like you're really working towards your happiness, okay? Yeah, you're really working towards your happiness. And with the 6 of Pentacles coming forward, I feel like Spirit is like, listen, I really feel like there's a sense here where Spirit is trying to help you heal from this in some way, shape, or form. And again, we're not always, what we go through, it doesn't always mean that it's fair. It doesn't always mean that you deserved to go through what you went through. But I do feel like Spirit's like, listen, keep working on the healing. Keep working on that. And for some of you, really work on your heart chakra, okay? I really want you working on your heart chakra. And this could be through meditations, this can be through affirmations, this could be through speaking to yourself, asking Archangel Raphael to step in, maybe even Archangel Michael to step in, I want you to surrender kind of into Spirit, into God, into the universe, and just really pray for this healing to happen. Because for some of you, this is like you've been very hurt. You hold on to a lot, okay? With this wasp, like there's a lot of hurt in there, and it's time to let it go. It could be towards a certain person. It could be towards situations, but it's like it's time to release any of that energy. And like I said, you could be feeling very triggered right now. There could be an energy of like, I'm very triggered by certain situations, by certain things, and that's valid, right? Like I understand that. But I think it's time for you to stop being so guarded. I feel like whatever this is, your heart chakra is all about receiving the abundance, the joy, the happiness. And so if you are looking for some sort of abundance, some sort of joy, this 9 of Cups, right, this fulfillment, I need you to open up that heart chakra into receiving. And again, you've been hurt in the past, right? Whatever this comes into, you've been hurt. That's clear as day. So I get it. I can see why it's hard to open up in certain ways and feel like, you are able to receive X, Y, or Z. But I do feel like it's time. And for some of you, I feel like with this, it's like okay? Because we have the whale with the wisdom. it's like pay attention to the red flags or be aware of the red flags. Like, don't look past them. Or it's like, a person or a situation. Don't try to hold a past situation or a past person's actions towards something, right? Because that it's different in some way, shape, or form. You're just very guarded. So again, take that as it resonates with you. But I do feel like you're kind of moving into a better routine on things. I really do. I feel like you kind of have been in this energy of like letting go, and you may not be aware again of why you're feeling certain energies or being re-triggered. And it doesn't mean that you're thinking about this exact situation. It's just like other things are triggering you in some way, shape, or form. And I feel like it's because it's time to do the release so I can start fresh, so I can open up to something new. All right, I'm sending you all lots of love and light. If you would like to book your own personal reading with me, the link to that is in the description box below. I hope you all enjoyed your reading. Take care.